Greetings, friends. This is Gary with This Trader's Workbench at tradersworkbench.com, where you can get the news, tools, tips, and terms you need to be a better stock market trader. What we're going to do today is talk about Robinhood. It's very timely. Robinhood has entered its IPO today and has opened itself up at $38 a share. You and I together are going to use Robinhood to buy some Robinhood stock. So if you've never bought stock before using the Robinhood application, now you're going to learn how to do that. So first and foremost, I'll show it to you in two ways. We're going to do it as if you're doing it on your phone, and then I'll show you the desktop version as well. So first, I happen to have a casting of my phone right here on the screen, right in front of you. So we're going to assume for the moment that you already have a Robinhood application and an account, and that this is located on your phone. In another video, we'll go ahead and show you how to set that up if you haven't started one yet. So we're going to go ahead first and log in, and we're going to go ahead and type in our username. And then, because I happen to have fingerprint biometric enabled, I have to use my fingerprint to do that. So over on my phone, I'm touching it, and bingo, all my authentication information gets supplied. So now I'm logging in. And again, it asked me because of double authentication for my fingerprint. I'm not sure why, but it's pretty secure. So here we go. We've jumped right into my portfolio screen, showing me the total value of my account, which is a small account I set up for the purpose of this video. And you can see the success of my account, its performance as of today. And we're looking at a downtrending market overall today, such is the life of a trader. But as we go through and scroll up, we can see the stocks or the securities that we are invested in. In this case, I already have 3 shares of Robinhood, which is trading at $35.99 a share. Okay, 36. Underneath, I have some cryptocurrencies that I've also invested in. And these are the amounts the cryptos are valued at today as well. But you and I are going to concentrate on Robinhood. So I already have Robinhood shares in here. I could just click on Robinhood and say I want to trade, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how to find it, because since it's your first time, you're going to have to locate it. So we already know that Hood, H-O-O-D, is the symbol. So I'm going to type in H-O-O-D, and it's going to bring up the Robinhood Markets IPO name. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And here we're going to see the performance we've seen with Robinhood today. It opened at 38. Let's see if I can show you 38. That's where it opened. It dropped after it opened down to 33.83. Since then, because of the volume increase in interest, people started buying, and it managed to make it back up to 37.72. And then from that point forward, we've seen this descending trend. And this is where we are today at $35.99. So what we're going to do at this moment is we're going to buy 1 share of Robinhood, just to show you how to do that. We're going to buy it at the market price. So we're going to hit the trade button, and we can either buy or sell. Because I have stock here with Robinhood, I could actually hit the sell button. But we're going to buy it. So we'll click buy. What are the number of shares? Well, you have options here. You could buy it by the number of shares, or you could actually buy a fraction. But we're actually going to just buy a whole share at this point in time, and that way we keep things simple. So there's 1 share. The market price is $36 a share, and the estimated cost is 36, actually 35.99 or 36, because it's fluctuating. So here we have those prices. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in at $35.98, and I'm going to do that by swiping to submit. As soon as I've done that, I hit done, and I now own Robinhood at $36 a share. Let's go ahead. This brought me right back to the screen, and I can see how many shares of Robinhood I actually own. In this case, it's 3.998614. They take a little percentage when they do this. Of course, I actually had a fraction prior to this, so it could very well be the fractorial didn't make it the full value of 4 shares. So in this case, I'm going to back down here. Now we have it. I'm going to show you how to do the fractorial part of this. So we hit the trade. We're going to do another buy. And we're going to turn around and say, well, I really only want to buy half a share. So when you buy half a share, it takes the current market price, which is 36.03 at this second, and it divides it in half because I said half, and now it's $18.02. So I don't have to buy, if I didn't have the full $36 left in my account, but I still wanted to buy a portion of this, I could just do a fractorial and pay $18.01. So I'll hit the review, I'll swipe up to submit it, and bingo, I have bought a half a share of Robinhood. Done. It's going to bring me right back to the monitoring screen, and we're going to see as I scroll up, I now own 4.498614, which is about 4.5, because remember before we had about 3.9 from the first time. So there you go. Now we have 4.49 shares of Robinhood. Our total market value of that is $162. And our averaging cost is $36.07. So the averaging cost takes all of the shares that you own and what your cost basis was for each particular share. And then it does what averaging does. It divides it by the number of shares and you get that number. So that's what you need to know. We also have a return value. So today's return, since we started this, is a negative, in this case, about 14%. But the market's still open. And it'll be open for another 40 minutes in this particular video. So when the day's ended, then we'll know what the total return for today was. Had I owned it yesterday, which nobody has because this is the first day Robinhood has made its stock available, we would have seen a total return over time. So every day it gets accumulated. Right here, it talks about today's volume. That's the number of shares, transactions rather, sorry. That is the number of transactions that is occurring at this point in time today. 90 million transactions have occurred in order to generate the current average cost or the current cost of this particular security. So that's what's making us move up and down. So that's how we bought Robinhood at market value, both the fraction and the full share. Now I'm going to show you something else. We're going to trade it again. And we're not going to buy the market value. We're going to buy it with a limit order. And by a limit order, I mean, we don't want to pay more than a particular price for that share. So right now, the market price is $35.82. I'm going to go ahead and say, instead of, I want to make sure that you know, that Robinhood knows I am submitting a limit order. I don't care about the market price. I want to make sure I don't pay more than the price I'm going to give you. So I hit continue. What is my limit price? Well, the current price is $35.68. I'm going to say I don't want to pay more than $35.65. And that may be a little bit risky because we're already up there. So I might have to say, let's make it $35.60. See if it drops enough. Continue. Market hours only before 3 p.m. I'm in Central Time, so that's why it does that. Limit price is $35.60. I'll buy 1 share, review, swipe, and bingo. I now have an order out there, and it looks like it picked it up because the price went down to $35.39. I said I didn't want to pay more than $35.60. So let's go see what really happened. They're back to the portfolio. We can see the price now is $35.38. And we can see that I now own 5.49 shares. I'll go over to the message area to see what actually happened as transactions occurred. And sure enough, bingo. I said, we received your order to buy 1 share of Hood at maximum $35.60. Then, by the time they picked it up, the price had actually dropped well below $35.60. It went to $35.39. So we bought it. My order is complete. Can I see more details? Yes, of course. View the order. Order status, completed. It was entered in shares. It's good just for today. That's the date. There's the limit price I set for it. That's actually the price it was filled at, $35.39. And there you have it. So we've done several things today so far. We bought one share at the market price. We bought a fraction share at the market price, and we set a limit order for something less than what the market price was at that time, and it got filled much lower than what we even had anticipated. Very good. Now that I've shown you how to do this on your phone, now I'm going to show you that Robinhood also has a desktop, and we're going to go through that next. So stay with me.